which looks like on the paper that each two countries have, but at the end of a day, it doesn't give a comfort of a trade relationship which is strong enough. Now, what I mean by that is, कल को जैसे अभी ट्रम्प ने टैरिफ्स किए, किसी ने ब्लैक लिस्ट कर दिया उनकी कंपनीज को. There are no shipping providers, there's no insurance provider. Even if you want to buy those oil tankers or the, you can say, energy from Russia, you cannot do that because the whole supply chain gets disrupted. Now, if the relationship would be robust, the trade is beyond energy, that can be through services, from human to human contact, or from, sorry, people to people contact, from, you can say, products going in, energy coming in. The relationship will be much more healthier. And they can stand as not as an alternative, but as one of the formidable, or you can say, country where India can have a good relationship. And you see it in a broader context as well. India is growing at certain speed. Markets, it needs bigger business. Russia is getting too much dependent on China, which is a school of thought. He wants ecosystem. They way ahead that they can take. Aware of it. I think it was pushed through the throat that India should buy these things. And now, with all these elements moving together, India said, fair enough. You want to, you can say, hurt us. We have some, you can say, areas where we can also leverage of which China has. But at the same time, this context, at least we can scratch a little bit. So, having said that, these are the conservatism have decided to start investing in. First, Google, then 15 or 17 Trump has turned off the taps. अभी वहाँ पे जाके आप talent access तो कर सकते हो, but जो आज वो create कर रहा है in terms of and all that stuff, 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, they recently enough talent across the globe which can the requirements of AI. Yes, and mostly brown in tech, should be if or these are the areas where India is picking. My view, and obviously in the government, in the Modi, you can say cabinet, there are much more you can say, intelligent people available, and they have better access to information, you can say intellect and the talent. So the push that government is doing for Make in India from the manufacturing side, there has to be equal push from the services. India is a superpower in services. Period. We have developed the tablet, we are replicating it. There's a large part of it is in India, and that's where these tech companies are trying, or even other companies are trying to leverage in GCC format. So, what I foresee in next 5 to 7 years, this is going to quadruple because the AI requirement and the ecosystem, what Amazon, Microsoft, Google, other companies are going to build, that would be reaped by these GCCs. So I see humongous investment coming in data centers. I see humongous investment coming in you can say energy sector, because these data centers are energy hungry. So energy, your data centers, your tech, your construction, everything would be really churning up. I still don't understand why these tech giants or the companies who are trying to create GCC in India are limiting themselves in double digit investments only. Yes, they are making a significant investment vis-a-vis in Indian currency, but if you see the scale what they want, this double digit investment will not reap that benefit. They have to go into the higher double digit or even triple digit billion investment, for example 110 120 billion investment in India. Asking for 1 trillion, half a trillion, multi-trillion, that is bonkers. Maybe US has an appetite for it. I don't think there is enough money available that these companies can invest, but again, who am I to tell? They have better data and better forecast. For me, the investment of 15, 20, 30 doesn't fly well. You have to go in a triple digit. And that's what I think or perceive things will happen in near future, like 2 years or 3 years down the line. The companies will start investing in higher two digit or higher lower three digit numbers in terms of investment in $1 billion. Still, Europe trade deal is on the cards, and when they will happen, they will also try to leverage it. You have to understand two or three, you can say, underlining principles. Number one, world is aging, India is young. World needs graduates and tech trained people, India has plenty. World needs access to cheaper energy, cheaper you can say infrastructure, cheaper labor force. India has that available. Yes, there are areas where India has to improve dramatically. For example, infrastructure that includes not only your bridges and roads, but also your electrical infrastructure, your internet infrastructure, your telecom infrastructure. Although in certain area we are already leading from the world, but the kind of hubs that we are going to build in India, I think more and more investment would be required. So, on all this, India has, you can say, kind of leverage when it comes to GCCs and the services. I think this push that is given to manufacturing equally should be given to the services. You have to understand manufacturing grew only 15 to 20% in last 5 years globally, whereas services have doubled. For example, if all these you can say eggs are in a row, and this investment reaps, you can say, multiple level of benefits. When I say multiple level, that means it goes through the value chain. You will see more and more travel happening, more and more, you can say, tourist spots getting exposure, hospitality booming in India. But to make all this happen, you need to have basic infrastructure in place. Otherwise, things will start crumbling. Manufacturing plugs the or gives, you can say, labor force access to the jobs at the scale that is required with the size of the country India is. But services is the area which can fulfill the aspiration of higher per capita that India aspires to have. If you want your country to have higher and higher wages, services is the area to look out for. And if you see on the broader picture, America is doing the same. Now, Mr. Trump can have a different view, fair enough. Their predecessors had this view, the benefit. Last, um, I want to come to you that has some, you can say, relevant. It in couple of years, lot of insolvency have been going in Germany. The level of companies was obviously because we are putting, you can say, investment are, you can say, filing bankruptcies vis-a-vis larger companies. They are physically prudent versus the smaller companies, but these are the indications that economy is not working well. The cycle is getting broken. This means, obviously, Germany is not going to bear the brunt next year itself. It will be 5, 6, 7 years churn. But when this churn will happen, it will go for a tailspin. What I mean by that is, right now, large organizations are physically prudent because they have produced well. They are trying to push China. They want to bring some manufacturing, but that has a limit. Europe has deindustrialized for the low value chain products. America has completely deindustrialized. So if you think that you can bring them back and still be competitive, you're not going to be competitive. In all this, there is a silver lining for India. Now, why I'm talking about all this vis-a-vis India is because, as I said, India is bringing lot and lot of competency on the table, which means from the services side and from the manufacturing side. What this will do is the moment this insolvency will start hitting the upper brackets, it will not directly go to the large caps directly. It will start hitting and pinching the mid caps and the small caps much more than this is doing for the micro cap right now. That is the time that companies to stay competitive will reach either China or India or Vietnam for manufacturing goods, or have a co-manufacturing done. And in that area, Infosys, sorry, in that area, India is little bit lagging behind. May not be the choice, may not be the right choice at this point of time. Right choice is fine, substantive, but most likely, most likely you would like to go to Vietnam or some other Asian country like Thailand rather than coming to India because of the law structure and other stuff which needs to be there. But the critical element is most of these organizations also require a GCC. If India may or may not get the material part or the manufacturing part, India is definitely going to get services part or the GCC part, the supply chain part of it, the finance part of it, the marketing part of it. Now, if you start building this together, you will have a robust cocktail of growth engine. So, Next 5 years are going to be very dramatic. Let's see how that pans out. We'll talk about Pakistan in tomorrow's session. I know we have not touched it for some time. I talked about that out of the blue, but I want to make sure that everybody understands who is looking for it. And current, you can say today's coverage, I want to limit to this. It's already been a bit longer video than expected, but again, thank you very much. Good night. Have fun.